I'm Katie Scott for Kiss and Tell Scrapbooking, and I want to talk to you about the heritage and the history of scrapbooking, at least in my family. The way that my family used to keep track of who got married and who was born and when they died was in a holy Bible. And this is a Bible that I'm lucky enough to have inherited, and I've inherited several actually. I've become the family historian, so I have a lot of my old family Bibles, and I make them available to my entire family. But one thing I want to show you in this old family Bible is that this is the way my family scrapbooked and really kept a record of. This is a marriage certificate. They keep track of the births and the marriages and different notes. The thing that's missing, and this is really great, but the thing that's missing are the photographs. And yes, there were photographs back then. I'm going to get to those in just a second. So that's where they kept the journaling part of the scrapbooking. I was also lucky enough to have a lot of old albums with photographs, and I think these are called daguerreotypes. I could be wrong about that. But they're old photographs, but the problem with these photographs is that there's no names. I don't know who these people are. So I'm really happy that I have these photographs, but I wish there was some way that these photographs and these records linked up, and that's where the scrapbooking comes in. So, 1 minute. I think one of my great-great-great-grandmas probably had the same idea, and she did a scrapbook way back when. Actually, I think this was my grandmother's scrapbook. And this married the pictures with the words. So now we know this happened in 1921. And that was Eileen at 7 months old. And so that fills out the story a whole lot more. And we're so lucky to have these albums. And so that's what really scrapbooking is when you marry the photographs with the journaling, it tells a more complete story for future generations. And just show you how in my family the scrapbooking has evolved. This is a book that I inherited. It's written by someone in the 1960s, and I believe probably on a typewriter. This was before, and so you can see 100 pages of typewritten notes about our family history and our heritage. Again, the problem is no pictures. And then we go all the way, zoom into the year 1990 or 1992, and this is an album that I put together about our family history. And again, this was done on a typewriter. But it tells a more complete story. I did have some indexes where I did link up some of the pictures and the stories. But today we have the opportunity with scrapbooking and all of the supplies we have and everything else to put all these stories together with the pictures. And so even if today all of your scrapbooking, you know, you don't have to make it very fancy. If you just write the name of your child or write the name, you don't have to do this on every scrapbook page, but if some of the pages say, this is who it is, this is, you know, the who, when, what, where, and why, that really, really helps for future generations to know your complete story. I'm Katie Scott with Kiss and Tell Scrapbooking.